Hey everybody, this is Josh, and I'm going to be giving you a brief overview of SeVen, V-Gallery's new high school senior DVD. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Open up this folder that's on my desktop, and just kind of drag this open here. As you can tell just by looking at what's inside this folder, there are 7 key items or 7 steps, and that is how we came up with the name SeVen. These are kind of the 7 things that we feel we do in the whole high school senior process, whether that's kind of start to finish, working on the images, correcting the images, enhancing the images, and then obviously even displaying the images at the end of their process. So these are kind of the 7 main things that go on while you're kind of working with a high school senior from start to finish. So let's take a look here at number 1, the V-Gallery 7 Action Pack. No huge surprise here, it's actions. And there's some really nice actions in here as far as just tone techniques and some different kind of enhancements and different things like that. So we'll get into that a little more in depth when we start covering some of the action how-tos, but there is some really nice stuff located inside there. Let's take a look at Lightroom presets. Lightroom presets, we've kind of included a good variety of things here, just from general workflow and some time-saving techniques. Also, we've included some enhancements and some finishing stuff like that inside of Lightroom. For those of you guys that like to have a little more exclusive Lightroom workflow and you don't really want to mess with Photoshop so much, there are some nice techniques in here that will allow you to kind of create that semi-finished image without actually having to open Photoshop. So there's some good stuff there also. Take a look at number 3, textures and overlays. I know textures aren't really new to anybody, but there are some really nice textures that we've been trying out here that work really well with high school senior images. They kind of range from like super grungy to some nice metal techniques and also some fabrics, and there are a couple that are very subtle and stuff like that too. So some really good textures in there. Skins and borders. Skins are very similar to textures and overlays. They just don't have any color. It's kind of more of just that grunge and grit. It's usually black that just kind of lays over the top of the image and has a clear transparent so that your image will actually come through there. I like to use skins in just little amounts or little doses. I like to put it on the edges of my pictures or kind of in the corners, different things like that. Just again to add that extra element of interest into the picture. So take a look at number 5 here, our elements. We use elements a lot when we're creating finished pieces like the card templates or title slides or different things like that if someone wants like a really organic looking image and things like that. So we've included a lot of different things that we've been using here. For instance, if you had like a really nice cross-processed image, you might want to stack it on top of some of this old paper and then maybe put one of these stains kind of in the corner or something like that. Again, just to kind of create that really vintage, old kind of organic looking image and stuff like that. And we found that technique to be very popular with high school seniors. So we'll take a look at number 6 now, which is our title slides. There are 7 title slides all in PSD form for you guys to work with. You can manipulate, you can change colors, do all that kind of stuff like that. We've also included a finished inspiration folder that has all of our images kind of included inside there just to kind of give you an idea of how these actually can be used. I'll give you just a little sneak peek of what's there. There's some pretty good stuff. And same thing with the grad card templates in number 7. There's 7 of those also. And inside of each one of those, there's going to be a finished inspiration folder showing you, again, how we've used those PSDs here in RStudio to kind of help you out. So I'll just bounce around here, show you just a couple of these. And again, these are all fully customizable. You can change your text, you can change the font, you can change colors and different things like that. So, and that should be good with cards, and that actually concludes SeVen.